Sir Elton John testifying on behalf of Keven Spacey is just one of our legal talkers tonight. Joining me now is litigation attorney A. Scott Bolden. But first, to CNN's Omar Jimenez. Omar, first bring us up to speed on the Keven Spacey case for those who don't remember.
Hey everyone, so Elton John appeared in court today, but as a witness in the sex offense trial against actor Keven Spacey, appearing via video link according to the Press Association. Now, he was called to testify to Spacey's presence at a fundraising event at the singer's shared home with his husband in Windsor, England. Spacey is accused of aggressively grabbing the crotch of a man who was driving him to the event, which the actor denies.
So let me ask you this, Scott, because he's basically saying, look, I don't remember this person being at my party. And of course, the events is that he allegedly groped a person en route to a party. Elton John testifying along with his husband. He doesn't believe he was there after a certain date. But the idea of someone testifying, look, I don't recall seeing the person at the event. What does that do about the allegations of the actual assault?
Or it creates a different time frame. Now, in this case, the issue is, when was he at this party? Now, Elton John testifies, and his partner testified, or his husband testified, that they were there in 2001. The Spacey attended only 2001, where they do this annual gala for AIDS benefits. Now, the complaining witness, the victim, alleges that he was grabbed and groped in a car on the way to this benefit in 2004 and 2005. And so it creates doubt in the minds of the jury and the judge in regard to whether the accuracy of the victim, when this occurred, or even if this occurred. Remember, Keven Spacey is arguing to the jury and the judge that this never occurred, that either it was consensual or it never occurred in the car on the way to this benefit.
So this is poking holes into the credibility of the witness and the memory and thinking what they might or may not recall. But it doesn't actually speak to Elton John being a witness to the actual alleged assault. This is about what took place afterwards, right?
Yeah, and Elton John was only on the stand about 10 minutes. He didn't see the actual groping. He doesn't even remember who Keven Spacey was with or not. In fact, he believes he flew in and just went right to the party, given that it was a white tie affair. So we'll see.
I want to go back to Omar involving news also out of Iowa on the abortion ban. Omar?
Well, out of Iowa, a state judge has temporarily blocked Iowa's 6-week abortion ban. So abortions will remain legal for up to 22 weeks into a pregnancy. Now, this blocks that recently signed law that would ban the procedure as early as 6 weeks, which Governor Kim Reynolds had celebrated as what she touted as a protection of life. But it's not completely over yet. The law has basically just been placed on hold until the court can issue a final decision. That's according to the ruling.
Well, you know, you and I know quite well injunctive relief, but many people might not understand what chronology is at play here. When a judge says, I'm going to put a hold on this, I'm going to let the legal case actually go through the entire system, and that's the injunction, what does that really mean?
So normally you file a complaint and then you go through discovery and then a trial, or there's a settlement. With emergency relief, which is extraordinary relief, you have a complaint, you have a motion for a TRO, a motion for a preliminary injunction, and then a permanent injunction. So it's one part of a civil process. But in this case, what the plaintiffs have argued is that on an emergency basis, that they can't wait for the trial to take place and for this new law under Iowa, the abortion law under Iowa, it can't wait, that there's a violation of the constitutional rights under the 14th Amendment for women seeking abortions up to 20 weeks, but that this law says up to 6 weeks, or when there's cardio activity, the young woman who may be pregnant may not even know she's pregnant, and after she finds out, it'll be too late. And so on an interim basis, the judge said, we're going to take a look at this, we're going to look at the standard of review, which I think is unfair burden in regard to infringement on those 14th Amendment rights. Of course, the government is arguing that it should just be a rational basis to invade your rights. And I know I'm getting a little technical, but the bottom line is, on an interim basis, this abortion law that was just passed and signed by the governor is not going to take place until the judge considers it and a trial is had.
Temporary. It's not permanent at this point in time. Right. We'll see what happens in a post-Dobbs world. Thank you, A. Scott Bolden.
It's all about the states now.
It really is. Thank you.